Let's get
Welcome in to this week's episode, NFL Week 9 Bets with Sandhu and Sheen back at it. What is going on, Chair? Ready to rock and roll for some NFL Week 9
it's getting
bets
good.
against the
Getting
spread.
good out there.
Yeah, NFL, we're in the heart of the season. So we'll do a little recap before we start up with Week 9. We'll take a quick peek back to Week 8. All right, both the Platinum picks came through. Tampa Bay, Houston. Your silver came through. Green Bay, minus the 3.
Your silver.
Oh, sorry, my silver. Green Bay came through. I'm reading the wrong side. No, my gold came through. I think I got 7-1 on my golds now. Your silver. Oh, not your silver.
Mine nothing after that.
That was, yeah. No,
Was
because
a
I'm looking at our
disaster.
spread picks. Yeah, both of our dogs lost. I think both of our teasers lost. And my survivor pick lost for the second time. So, not our best week. 3-5, though, for picks against the spread. So, our first technical losing week. But 38-26 overall. Still pretty good. Yep. Okay. Let's get it started for Week 9. Platinum picks. Jer, you want to get it started with your platinum pick of Detroit Lions, minus 8.5, off the bye week.
Yeah, I usually don't like I've always said, a broken record, I stay away from divisional games, but Detroit's just too good at home. They're just piling on the points. I know Minnesota does have a good defense, but I just think they're going to take care of business, score at least 21, and that Detroit defense is looking really good, and Minnesota's offense is not. So I think Detroit's defense might even hold them to minute amount, and yeah, maybe even Detroit covers that even with 21 points.
Right. Aiden Hutchinson just got a new contract, right? So he's probably wanting to prove everyone what he's worth out there. And Minnesota, I mean, who is it going to be? McCarthy starting?
Yeah, we don't even really know. Yeah, that's what they say. Carson Wentz is a little bit hurt. He's been playing hurt, I believe. So we just don't know what you get
surgery on
there.
his shoulder.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz is out for the year. So
yeah,
it's pretty much going to, it looks like it's going to be the rookie McCarthy back at it for the Vikings. Divisional game, Jer's laying the 8.5. Okay, I'm going to lay the 1.5 for my platinum pick. I'm going back to the Texans. I'm taking Houston against the red-hot Denver Broncos. I want my money back from the Cowboys loss, so I'm taking Texans at home. Small favorite. Should be a defensive battle on paper, but who knows how it'll go. I just think TJ Stroud will get it done over Mr. Bo Nix in the clutch. I'm pretty sure Nico Collins will be back for the Texans. And obviously, their offense hasn't been that great. But starting 0-3, I think they've showed some signs. And Will Anderson, let's see if he can get to the quarterback. Stingley and crew out there show up. So I'm going to lay the 1.5 with them Texans. And let's slide on over. Gold picks for Week 9. I'll get her on and cracking. I'm taking the Falcons off a embarrassing loss to the lowly Dolphins. How did that happen? So I'm taking the Falcons plus 6 in a get-right spot against the Patriots. I mean, on paper it looks like a mismatch, but New England's been doing really well on the road this year. They actually have a couple of losses at home.
Well,
One
what
was kind of a
Atlanta team's
controversial one.
going to show up? The team that lost 30-0 to Carolina, the team that beat Buffalo, or the team that lost 35, whatever, 10 to Miami? It just seems like there's a world beater there and there's just a stinker. So, yeah, and, I guess
Well,
you're thinking that team that had those good times are going to come back. Kirk Cousins is not looking very good. Hopefully, Penix comes back
no,
and figure it out.
well, those losses to Carolina and to Miami is when they were favorites, right? And that win against Buffalo is when they were underdogs, right? And now they're underdogs again, right? So I like him as a dog, as a favorite. I think I can't go there, but getting 6 points, I think they're pretty evenly matched team here. Atlanta's defense probably is the stronger of the two defenses. You just got to get Bijan up and running, really. Get him doing what Jonathan Taylor does, what Christian McCaffrey does, just a one-man machine. And I'm pretty sure Drake London will be back. He makes a huge difference. Not 100% sure if Michael Penix is playing, but I don't think Kirk Cousins can even be that bad as he was last game. That was, I guess, like minor league football out there, whatever touch football he was playing out there. But I like the team as a whole. I'm taking the Atlanta Falcons +6. And you are laying the 2.5 with the 49ers against the Giants. What are you thinking in this game?
Yeah, the Giants did not look good at all, minus Sandhu and just a couple of, normal week neighbors. And, I think that Philadelphia did have that weekend kind of power behind their win last time. But, I like the 49ers to get right spot and at least win by a field goal.
You're covering the mic a little bit.
Yeah. So the 2.5 definitely I love.
Now I can hear
I
you.
love them to win by at least 3 for sure. So that's what it is.
Is it just they have the better record, better team, or is it because the
Yeah,
Giants? It seems like
I
a
like them to
fishy
get.
number to only be.
Yeah, I like them to get right spot here and continue to roll on their easy schedule.
Yeah, just I don't know, something about this line is fishy to me, but I guess under a field goal, it's pretty straightforward. But something about these Giants, I can see them just being scrappy here for some reason. 49ers obviously still not at 100%. I don't think Ricky Pearsall will be back. So we'll see. Okay, let's move on to silver picks for this week. You're going to be laying the 3 with the Colts once again. You're riding with the Indy train against Paul's Steelers. Jer, what are you thinking of this one?
I know eventually the Colts are going to lose another game. They're not going to be like, they're not going to have 2 losses all. But I think they're going to continue to roll. I think Pittsburgh's just in this kind of tailspin, and the Colts are rolling. I like the 3. I expect them to just cover, hopefully by 4 for the win. But I think it's going to be a tough game, but I think they'll come out victorious and continue to roll. And Pittsburgh's defense, 30th in the NFL, not good enough. Jonathan Taylor, I believe, will get at least 100 yards, a touchdown. As long as Daniel Jones doesn't give the game away, I believe it will be good.
Right. Pittsburgh struggling, 2 losses in a row, and everyone's talking really bad about their defense. Aaron Rodgers, I guess it's kind of weird because last game they were 3-point dogs to Green Bay, which only had 1 loss on the year, right? And then now they're facing Indianapolis, who's a strong team as well. But I think it's kind of weird that I think Green Bay and Indy are being priced the same, but I guess that's the way it goes right now. Indy is red hot, and they're going to be going into Pittsburgh. Who would have thought that as the season started, Indy laying points in Pittsburgh, which is wild, but hey, That's where we're at right now. NFL Week 9. All right, for silver, I'm going to be taking the Chiefs in the battle of the AFC Giants against the Buffalo Bills. I just see this one as Kansas City being the better team right now. Buffalo, they looked good against Carolina, but that's not exactly the best test right now with them not having their starting QB and a bunch of cornerbacks. And Kansas City only has to win by field goal here, so I'm going to take them in a close game. I expect them to do what they do, and I know Pacheco won't play, but I don't think that's that big of a deal. They'll have a backup who'll come in and do his thing, and Kansas City by 2. I think that's a pretty good price. I just think it's surprising. Like, why is Buffalo a dog here, Jer? Like, don't you think this line should
What
be
Buffalo
-1
team's
Buffalo?
going to show up is probably why the line's like that. This is just Jekyll and Hyde Buffalo this year. They either suck and lose to Atlanta and New England, or world beaters and beat Baltimore and score 40 burgers and run 200 and something yards. So it's like, which team is going to show up? It's anybody's guess. But yeah, I like the flip there for maybe a Buffalo regular season win, and then maybe or loss. Sorry, Buffalo season loss, and then a Buffalo playoff win after that. I'd like to
That would
see.
be ideal.
Buffalo fans deserve it.
Right, but I mean, like right now, I'm just thinking about the pricing. Like, if this line came out at -1 for Buffalo, I don't think too many people would be surprised. You know what I mean? Like, they would just be like,
Oh, for sure.
Buffalo at home, right? Like against any team, probably should be favored. So I just think bit of a sucker spot. I think here, I think people will be baited into taking, Buffalo with a plus next to their name at home. That just seems too good to be true. So we're gonna do that. Silver pick, Kansas City. Moving along to bronze pick, I am going to go ahead and take those lowly Las Vegas Raiders. +3 at home. Yeah, coming off a bye. I think the Jaguars are coming off a bye as well. But if you're going to get a win, this is the best spot to do it off a bye. Playing some really bad football prior to that. I think the key to this game will be Brock Bowers. He'll be healthy. He'll be back. And he's obviously, probably the first or second best player on the team besides Crosby on defense. So I think he's going to make a huge difference here. Jacksonville doesn't scare me as a road favorite, Jer. Obviously, Trevor Lawrence is Trevor Lawrence. So, yeah, I know Jacksonville's got a solid D. Raiders can't really block. Their defense is horrible. We could go on and on, but I think
Hopefully
in
the
the end,
Raiders
this is a
that
great spot.
beat the Patriots in week 1 show up, That's kind of what I'm
Yeah, that
thinking.
was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is a situation where you're at home, you're coming off a bye. I mean, you can't get a better spot than this, right? I mean, obviously the better team is Jacksonville. If these teams played, 10 times, Jacksonville would win 8 times, right? But I just think in this spot, this is a prime for Vegas. Like, you can't win this game, you're pretty much pack your bags and get ready for the next season and another high draft pick. So we'll move on. You tell me why you're laying the 7.5 with the Ravens on Thursday night. Are they back, Chair?
The Ravens look like a very different team. Getting Snoop Huntley in there, kind of more of a Lamar-esque type quarterback. And Lamar's pissed. He's pissed that he got injured. He's back, baby. And King Henry's running wild. So, yes, I do believe that this is a get-right spot for Baltimore and start to continue to roll on this easier part of their schedule. And then, if they can get healthy, well, they are healthy. The whole 53-man roster is now healthy. But if they can turn this around and win all the rest of their divisional games too, I think they got a pretty good chance to do what most people thought they couldn't: come back from a deep hole. Yeah, they're looking good. So I like them to win it and win big. Miami's, that was their Super Bowl, beating winning last time when they shouldn't
Yeah,
have Atlanta. So, yeah,
but they
so I like it.
dominated that game. That game was a domination by Miami. I just think it's kind of a big number, though. That's the only thing that worries me is at 7.5 on the road. I think it's Baltimore or nothing in this game. I don't think I could take Miami, but still, I just kind of worry that. I mean, Baltimore's being priced like they're prime Baltimore, like middle of the season.
No, yeah,
That's
and Lamar's going to want
right.
to
That's
show out first game back, right? So
he
I
is a
like it.
he is a Florida native. He is a Florida native, right? I seen some video of him like getting some street foods in the middle of the night in Florida or something like that, and looked like he was pretty blissed or whatever, right? But yeah, Baltimore Ravens against those beat up Dolphinos. Okay,
Sweet.
let's go on. Dog of the week, Jer. Your dog is Denver. Tell me why you're liking the
Yeah,
Broncos.
tiny
Better
dog.
team?
It's going to be defensive struggle that game, I believe. I think it's going to be low scoring, and maybe just a late field goal is going to take it. And I believe it'll be Denver. Yeah, I think they're going to continue
Okay.
to roll and compete with the Chiefs for that coveted AFC division.
Yeah, I think most of the public will be on Denver. Obviously, they have the better record. They've looked better this year. I think Houston's primed in that spot. I mean, you come back from 0-3 and make the playoffs. I think that would be really good. But for my
Definitely.
dog, I am taking another hungry team, Cincinnati Bengals, who embarrassingly lost to the winless Jets. There is reports that Joe Flacco may not play, and
Yeah.
Jake Browning obviously is not good. But I think in this spot as a 2.5, whatever they are, 3-point dog, you can't get it done here against pretty average Bears team. Bears, I mean, why are they laying points on the road? I don't know. But anyways, I think Cincinnati is hungry, embarrassed, and as a dog, I'll take them at home. Jake Browning, Joe Flacco, whatever. We'll do it up. And let's do our teaser of the week. I am teasing up. I was going to tease up Cincy, but I think it's gone to 3. So I'm teasing up Arizona. Pass a touchdown to 8.5 against Dallas. And that not so great defense of the Cowboys. There's a stat that Kyler Murray has never lost in that stadium in high school, college, and the pros. So let's go with that.
Nice.
And then I'm also going to tease up the Giants as a home dog. Passed a touchdown to 8.5. I think that game will be close. Not sure who's going to win, but I don't think it'll be by more than a touchdown either way. And you are teasing up Buffalo and Denver to 8.5 as well.
Yeah, I love that one, actually. They can both lose by a touchdown, and I still get it. Yeah, that is mighty tasty, that one.
Okay. And Survivor, what are you thinking for Survivor? Survivor.
I've lost track of my Survivor picks a little bit, but why not?
I was
Why not
thinking
go
the
with those
Rams.
49ers? Why not go with those 49ers as well? They're gonna get it done.
Okay. I haven't taken the Rams this year, so I'm just going to take them. Pretty sure that they'll get it done against the Tyler Shuck era of the Saints. Was kind of thinking about taking the 14 in that game, but and then I thought better. I'm like, Tyler Shuck, let's just get a little bit more information on this guy, right? So yeah, we'll
Maybe
take
garbage
Rams
time.
for
You
the
never know,
Survivor
right?
pick, and I mean, you're going to have to dink and dunk. You're going to have to hope the Rams don't score like 35 points, right? So, but yeah, I mean, they're scrappy for who they are, the Saints, but seems like whenever they go up against really good teams, they kind of get exposed. So, but hey, everyone, thanks for joining us this week. Consider giving us the old like, the old subscribe. And Jared and I are going to catch you guys next time.
Hey.